Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to Hypermine MODSAUCE. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. So I have spent the last couple of days on a MODSAUCE kick, man. I cannot get enough of this right now. I just am addicted to it, and it's so much fun. I've been spending a lot of time trying to finish the base up a little bit, tie things together, and really kind of get it looking what I had envisioned. So one of those things being the beacons, and I installed them finally because we had the extra nether stars just kind of sitting around. And I think it really adds a lot to this build, man. It just really kind of ties the whole thing in, and I think it looks really cool, especially now it's not all canvas blocks. Man, I cannot believe you guys let me use those canvas blocks. This looks so much better. It looks so much better with all the different colors and variations and stuff going on here. But yeah, so we got the beacons tied in. Actually pretty cool too. We got one beacon that is speed. I think it's just speed 1. I'm not real sure. What am I doing here? Yeah, it's not gonna say on here, but I'm pretty sure we just got speed 1, and then we have jump boost 2. Now, those things stack on top of this guy here. So we got the Globetrotter sash. This is a present from Dolan because we were having some problems with our speedy bag, and I really wanted the speed around here. This is before I had the beacon, so he came over and gave me this thing, which gives us a speed boost, jump boost, plus step up, and I think something else. I'm not real sure. But the nice thing about the sashes is it gives you the speed while flying, so it's really kind of nice to get around with. But now, so we got the jump boost 2 from the sash and plus the jump boost from the beacon here. This gives us a total of 5 block jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can make it. Yeah, dude, no problem. That's really cool. It's kind of annoying just because you jump so high. Like if I'm just trying to do something like in the base and I need to jump up like 1 block, I jump 5. But right now I'm just gonna kind of keep it around because I'm having a lot of fun with it anyway, so it's pretty cool. So you can just kind of run and jump over everything. But yeah, so we got that going on. I have moved our forestry farm from over here to over here, and instead of having the trees and everything grow on it, I ended up just sticking carrots and potatoes in here, which is actually kind of nice. We're just getting kind of a backlog of food and a couple of different things from here, so it's just kind of nice to have the food situation around. That way I don't really have to worry about it. So yeah, this is pretty cool, man. I had some fun setting this up today. So I set this up this afternoon, and I tied it in with our AE system, so it's actually pretty convenient, and it's pretty much self-automated, which is one of the reasons that I wanted to get rid of all the stuff that took the humus or the humus, and just you use the normal dirt with fertilizer. So if you come under here, the cool thing is with these forestry farms, they can be completely automated. So we have our aqueous accumulator here, which is taking the water from the pretty much the ocean here, and it's spitting it in here, filling this tank up inside, right? Now on the back side we just got the power. If you guys don't know how these work, there's different boxes and different blocks that you add to this farm to do certain things. Now this is a gearbox. This is what powers the whole thing, and it's coming from these windmills over here on the outside, which is powering the rest of these farms on this side as well. But this is the really cool part. So this is where the items get spit out. They get spit out into this inner chest, which spits it back into our ME system via an import bus. Now the other really cool thing is I have this chest set up here, right? This chest, tying this stuff in with the inner chest thing is really cool. It just gives you a lot of different options and stuff here, which is a lot of fun. So you come inside, up here I have this inner chest here, so it's set up to white, blue. And inside we have fertilizer. So we got 3 stacks and 14, right? Now if we come down here, we make some fertilizer. Let's just make another stack. We're gonna throw this back into our system. Now, where's this chest? Over here. Now it should spit it back into this chest via this export bus. So in here we got 4 stacks plus 14, right? Right. So now we come down back outside, come under the bottom side of this. We've got this inner chest here, which is set up for white, blue. So we got 4 stacks, 14 of the fertilizer, and then here we have some Ender IO conduit, item conduit that spits it back into this system here and feeds this fertilizer slot. So it's pretty cool, man. The output gets put back in directly to the ME system, and then we can also directly add stuff to this forestry farm via our ME system, which is actually, I think, is pretty cool, man. Now I'm kind of an ME noob, so just the fact that we can actually tie these two together without having to run cable and stuff all the way over here is really fun. And there's Army. Yo, dude. So that is something I set up also with these ME or MFR farms and stuff back here, just doing the essence berry bushes and things like that. So we've got a backlog of essence berries, which is actually pretty cool. I think we got like 8,000 or so in our system right now. If we take a look, yeah, it's actually right here. So we got 8,763 essence berries. So that is pretty gnarly. And what else is there? I think that's really just about it. I moved our ME system, or I got some of our ME system down here. So there's just conduit running from the floor here. So I ended up running, I had to run it this way. So it's basically running down here and then back over here and up to the middle. But this just gives us access to our items and stuff down on the bottom floor, which is going to come in handy for the next couple of projects that we're going to be working on, because I wanted some sort of interface down here kind of on the gardening level. So I feel like this is where our farm should be, down here on the bottom. There's lots of water, lots of sunlight, which is good for plants and stuff, right? But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think today we're actually going to take a look at Growthcraft. This is a mod that's I've been wanting to take a look at for a little while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And I think it's going to be pretty fun to mess around with. Now, it's kind of pointless. There's not a whole lot that we can actually get from Growthcraft, but on top of the mod just looking really good, there's some really cool blocks and stuff that I just want to take a look at and have some fun with. Maybe make some wine and things like that. We can start giving it to people on the server. We can start having some celebrations and whatnot. I think would be pretty fun. So the server is about to do its nightly restart, so I'm going to let it do its thing, and then we will be back in just a minute. And then I'll explain this. I forgot this. Okay, so server reset complete, and now I can move on to showing you what I meant to show you before the break. But anyways, last episode you guys saw me mess around with all this mechanism junk here, and it's finally up and going. I upgraded our basic factories to the elite factories, and these guys, I have to say, are amazing. So if we come in here, we go to craftable items. Let's make 500 iron, because we have it, and why not? So before we had these set up with the basic factories, and they had 3 slots on them, and it just took a little while, but this thing tears through ores like crazy, man. This is so cool. I really like having this set up here. It's just so fast. Like if I need something, I just got it right then and there. Really not a big deal. But anyways, we got this all set up. After I did all that, I kind of moved on to our thermal expansion machines. So we've had a couple of them set up down below in the bottom floor down here. So if we take a look, I always forget which direction they are. Take a look over here. We've had these for a while with different recipes and stuff and things in them. But I went ahead and I upgraded everything to resonant machines. So you got like the different tiers and stuff with thermal expansion now, which is really cool. And with each one of these also, I went ahead and added the upgrades, or the speed upgrades, so they are pretty much lightning fast. Not as fast as the elite factories or anything like that, but definitely much faster than what they were before. But with upgrading all of those to the resonant machines, we had to make Inderium, and to make Inderium you need Pyrotheum. So if we come in here, we look at Pyrotheum. The recipe is pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? So we got the blaze, we got those in our mob spawner grinder thing over off the side, and then we got redstone, pulverized coal, and sulfur. So there's the tricky item, sulfur. Now, unfortunately, I did not realize, if we come in here, we type in sulfur. Sulfur, that's what we're looking for. I did not realize that the Railcraft sulfur now spawns in the mining world. And apparently it doesn't do very much, because I did the biggest size quarry plus that you can possibly do, and we only got about 4,000, I believe. Because I did not know that, I created a whole system to create sulfur. Now, we don't need, I mean, 4,000 sulfur like what you saw in there in our system is more than enough, but I didn't realize that we could actually get it in the mining world. So now I have this whole setup over here. So this is the salination chamber, or salination, I don't know how you say it really, but this guy is a house. It's pretty awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's dumb to me that you have to make an 18 tall block tower, because it really makes it awkward for building around a base. I mean, like, it's falling through the floor. But yeah, so this guy basically has like one purpose, and I know that you can use this, you have to use this for like the 5 times ore processing within mechanism, but we are not using that. Like, I just don't care don't care for it really, because I mean with the elite factories there's just not really any need. We have enough ores and everything. Just the doubling from the enriching and then the smelting is more than enough, I think. So I don't think we're really going to need it for that. But in order to make sulfur, we do need this guy, and it just wasn't producing enough with it just being this tall, so I went ahead and added the rest of it on down here. Now I don't know how long this guy is really going to be here. I'm going to try to just like maybe store some of this brine stuff somewhere, because brine, by the way, is what this thing makes. You pump water in it and then it spits out brine. So using some sort of thermonuclear technology, it creates water, or creates brine from water. I don't even know. I don't know, but it's a thing. And I lost my train of thought. Where are we going with that? I don't know. But anyways, we got this guy all set up, and basically what this does is the water spits in here, the brine comes out over here, and then it gets spit into this ender tank, and this ender tank is over here in this setup. Now this is my sulfur factory, which to be honest, I'm pretty proud of this, though it's kind of useless now that we know that we can get Railcraft sulfur from the mining world and quarries and things like that. This thing is kind of obsolete, but I'm just going to leave it here because it looks pretty cool, and I'm proud of the design that I came up with. Now, there's probably plenty of other efficient designs out there, but this is something that I came up with, and I'm happy about it. So we come over into our system. Actually, you know what? Let me show you over here first. So we got the brine coming into this ender tank, and from here it gets spit into this electrolytic separator, right? So this electrolytic separator takes the brine and it splits it into two different chemical compounds. We got chlorine on one side, and I have no idea what's in this side. We got it dumping because I know that I don't need it. And then on this side we have water that's in one of these Ender.io reservoir things. It's actually pretty cool, though I wish it could be a little bit smaller, because this thing is just big and it's blue. Yeah, but oops, excuse me, it just burped. Or my player burped or something. I guess I ate. But the water gets spit into this electrolytic separator, and then it splits the water into hydrogen and oxygen. Now oxygen I know that I'm not going to need right now, so I'm just dumping it so it doesn't, like, it'll fill up, and I think it stops like once it's full. So we just keep this dumping, so it's just constantly making hydrogen as it needs it. So it takes the chlorine from this one and the hydrogen from this one, and then it spits it back here into this using this, well, I guess, how does that work? Oh, it's using this pipe here. So this is the pressurized tube from mechanism, which carries gas and stuff around, and then I guess in this case fluids. I believe those are fluids, and spits it in here. So we got hydrogen on one side, chlorine on the other side, and that makes hydrogen chloride, right? So it takes that hydrogen chloride, and then from there it spits it into this chemical injection chamber. Now this chemical injection chamber, it takes different things and combines it with whatever chemical and creates a chemically injected item, whatever the case may be. But in this case, it takes gunpowder and turns gunpowder into sulfur. So this is my setup. It's actually pretty gnarly, man. The way we got it set up, we're using the ender chest again with this, and it's a lot of fun. So we come over here, we got these two ender chests here with interfaces on here and an import bus on this one. I always get those confused, import, export. But let's come in here, let's go to craftable items, and then we will look at sulfur. Now let's go ahead and make 100. I think that we should have enough for everything in that, but we'll find out, I guess. So we click start, and it takes all that stuff, and it takes the gunpowder, spits it into this ender chest here, which is then linked to this ender chest here, which drops it in the hopper, spits it into the chemical injection chamber, and then once it's done, it spits it into this ender chest, which is this ender chest over here, and from here it spits it back into our ME system, which counts as a craftable process, or crafted process, I guess. And so that's the setup, man. I feel like that is pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. I came up with this design. I don't know if it's the best, or it's definitely not the fastest design by any means, because it took forever to get this much hydrogen chloride from the brine tank that we got over there. But yeah, so I don't know if this is a permanent thing, but it's going to be around for a little while anyway, because I know these things can cause lag. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All in all, I like the design. It's pretty neat. So on to what I want to take a look at today, man. I want to mess around with Growthcraft. So we got all our different farms and stuff down here. I forget if I talked about what we were going to do today. I don't remember if I told you what our plan was, but yeah, so I think this is going to be kind of our Growthcraft area over here, so it should be pretty cool. Now, Growthcraft is a mod that's been around for a little while, and it's been something I've been wanting to take a look at for a long time, but just haven't really. So if we look in here, let's type in hops. Now we got a couple of hops already, but I know we can come over here and we should be able to get a couple of different things from here. If we take these vines, we break a couple of these, that's how you get hops. And grapes, that's what we want. Some more hops. Let's get a couple more grapes. We should be good. Is it raining? It must be raining because these trees are dripping. I guess it would be raining because it's kind of dark outside, but got all that stuff turned off, man. None of that crap. We don't need it. Alright, so there's some more hops. Let's see. Let's get in here where we can actually stand and break this stuff fast. There we go. Let's turn our magnet on. Grapes, man. Give me grapes. There we go. Got one more grape. But yeah, Growthcraft just has some really cool looking blocks, which is what I'm kind of excited about taking a look at, really. More so than like what Growthcraft is made for. Oh, Pig Dude's chilling. These guys keep coming through my portal. I don't know what's up with that. I guess the portal stays loaded on one side or something like that. At least I know it's loaded on this side, but I'm not sure about in the nether. But anyways, we're getting sidetracked. So what else do we need? So if we come in here, let's type in, actually let's go through subsets. Hopefully this won't take years to load. Let's go to Growthcraft. Where is it? We got a ton of different ones. Let's do this guy. Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. I'm not sure where like the different machines and stuff are from Growthcraft. I guess they're not in here because there's only these. Maybe it's better that we don't look at that. Let's look at press, because I know this is an item that we're going to need, and there's a lot of stuff. Compressed stuff. Presser, this is not what we need. That's from Pam's. Mechanism. Let's go back to page 1. Bibliocraft. Oh, this is going to be impossible. Presser. Let's type in presser. No. What's it called? Fruit? Fruit? Am I spelling something wrong? Fruit. Oh yeah, fruit. I'm an idiot. There we go. This guy right here, fruit press. This is what we're looking for. So take this guy. Give me the guy. Okay, we got it. Let's actually make a couple of these because there's a couple of different things that we can press. Now what else? Growthcraft cellar. That's probably what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get this loaded for next time because I know we're probably gonna need it. Is it gonna load? It's not gonna load. Alright, so let's take this guy. We're gonna set this down. Whoop. Oh gosh. Now this thing just looks epic. Like the dude that did the models and stuff for this mod or he's a genius or she's a genius, I don't know. This thing is really cool. So I know for a fact that we gotta power this thing. So if we take a lever, we'll take one of these. We can take this and put it on the side of this guy like that, and nothing. Huh. Maybe there's got to be stuff in it. I'm not real sure. Let's take some apples. Apples. I know we got a bunch of apples. Can we put these in there? Let's take 16 apples. We'll stick these in there. Alright, so you gonna work now with the lever? No. What if we put the lever down lower? There we go. So now we should look in here. It's giving us apple cider. That's pretty boss ass, man. This is pretty cool. So I guess it also gives us bone meal as a side product or something. That's pretty rad. Okay, so let's take a bucket and see if we can get this out of there. Bucket. There we go. Is this enough? Is there enough in there that we can take a whole bucket? Doesn't seem like it. What is it going to take, like a whole stack of apples to get one bucket? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe half a stack, 32, or maybe less than that. So what was that, like 25 apples? Hi, dude. Oh, okay. Bucket of apple cider. Okay, yeah. So however many apples that was, that's how much it took to get one bucket. Okay, now the thing that I want to take a look at is this fermented barrel. Now, I'm not real sure how this works. I don't know if this is like the second step in the whole process or what. But man, look at this. This looks so cool, dude. Can we put that in there? Okay, it looks like we may need a bit more to fill this up. It looks like maybe it's going to take like one more bucket. And then we can add stuff to this. Is that? I'm guessing that's nether wart and redstone, maybe. All right, let's get one more bucket of apples. Apples. We don't have a lot of apples to work with, but maybe we can see what happens. So this is kind of weird. You just can leave this on all the time, I guess, and still interact with it. Be kind of nice if you had to turn it off to get inside. That would make sense, but what can you do? Not that big a deal. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. We're gonna power it off. That way it doesn't waste the rest of those apples. We'll take this guy, throw that in there, and this thing is full. Now let's see. Nether. Whoops. Nether. Nether wart and glowstone. Is it glowstone or redstone? We're gonna find out, I guess. Redstone, like that. There we go. Now we put this in there. Oh, it's doing something. It's taking a long time to do something. I guess we just leave this for a little while and come back to it. Oh gosh, is it this thing is causing lag? I feel like it might. I'm getting like 17 frames a second right now. Okay, discard. Oh, that's how we dump the barrel, I guess. Alright, well, I guess we'll just leave this guy be for now. And then we'll come back and take a look on it, or check up on it a little bit later and see what happens. But for now, let's grab a couple of other things. A brew kettle. Which... fruit press? Is that just like a separate part, I guess? Not real sure. Item dummy? What is an item dummy? I don't know. Anyways, let's grab some... Actually, we need to make something called rope. Oh, gosh, no. Rope. We don't have any. Rope. How do we make said rope? Growthcraft? So leads. Okay, so let's make. Oh man, that's like all the string we got. Dude, we're gonna need more than that for sure. Let's do. Okay, that'll give us a stack of rope. Maybe that's good. We'll find out. So we need some fence. All right, we got plenty of fences. Let's do. We'll grab 2 stacks of those for now. Should be good. Some bone meal. 1, 2 stacks of bone meal. Now let's think. What else are we gonna need? A hoe. We have an iron hoe. That's good. And I think that should be it. So let's head over to the garden district. Out of the way, pigman. Let's head over here. Let's take a look at where we can put this. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Oh, I got a bucket. Perfect. We are all set. We're probably going to need some water for a couple of different things. So let's go. Right here. So we'll put the water down just that way we know it's the center. And then we will do a couple of different things. Let's do right here. No. Let's do Can we fix this? Can we ruin this soil, please? That's not gonna work. See what I'm talking about? The jump height, it's just a little bit annoying because I just want to jump up and down real quick, but it takes a little bit longer than it needs to. Yeah, I guess that's not the big deal. Let's just go ahead and set these things right here. We're not going to need them just yet. But if we take these seeds, the grapes and the hops, and put them in our crafting grid like this, we get seeds. If we take the hops, let's get these guys like that. And then I believe we can do... How's this going to work exactly? We take the grape seeds. We try to plant this one here. Oh, crap. Okay. Not what we wanted. Okay, so I'm moving it over one, just that way it's a little bit symmetrical, because I know that the grapes grow in like a 3x3 pattern or so. So if we put this guy here and then we bone meal this, what happens? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now let's take our fences. Let's go. Does it work like this? 1, 2, 3. We do this. We go too high. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, this might be kind of awkward to do right here because it's not going to be even. We'll give this a shot and see what happens. But let's take this rope. They do it this way? No. What? How high will this go? Let's do this. Can we stand on top of this? Is this going to ruin my seeds? I may have to go collect some more grape seeds. Okay. Okay. Wasn't expecting this. This is like the world's biggest grapevine. Are you for real? Is this thing really... What does this do? Okay, now what's going to happen if I come down to the bottom and break it? Is it all going to fall down? Oh, well, there you go. That's an easy way to get seeds, I guess. Right, okay, so I don't think we did this right. In fact, I know for a fact that we didn't do this right. Is it going to grow? Can it grow more? Oh, it will. It's the magic grape stock. Alright, so we definitely don't need it to be this tall. Ooh. Let's head back up. Okay, almost down. Yeah, so I'm not real sure how this works. Let's try setting this up first and then try to grow the grape seed and see what happens. Because I think it needs the rope and stuff to kind of like spread out. But we will find out, I suppose. Okay, so we got a ton of grape seeds now. Let's go ahead and we'll throw this guy back down here. Let's grab our hoe again. Like so. Put that there. And then like that. Okay, now if we spread it like that, that's pretty cool. Oh, what? Dude, there's like actual grapes on this thing? How do we get the grape? Is it not harvestable? Grapes. Oh, there we go. You actually break them off. Dude. That is so cool looking. Okay, so that one grew. That one grew. Now I want to know if it grows further this way. I guess it does. I don't know if that's because I'm doing it or if it's just growing on its own. It seems very coincidental that it is growing like that. I don't know, but that is pretty rad, man. And you can get grapes here like this, and then we can take these grapes and put them in there. Oh, dude. Okay, now my next question is, can we have multiple rows of the grapes? Oh, no. Not what we wanted to have happen. Put that there. And I guess we need probably 2 blocks in between. So if we do, let's go up, or 1 block in between, I mean, for the grapes to actually like kind of hang down below. So we take our rope and do this whole guy again. What's gonna happen? Like that. And now can we bone meal this thing and have it grow up? I guess not. Maybe we can only do the one below. This is gonna be a lot of tinkering around today in episode. Like I said, there's not a whole lot we can do with this mod, but I was really curious on how it looked. So let's try this. Let's put our grapeseed down. Oh, that's not a grapeseed. Put our grapeseed there. We're gonna need more bone meal after that epic adventure. Now if we go like that, I guess it's not gonna work for that whole situation, because then it wouldn't work for this one. Okay, so that makes sense. I guess you can only have one row of grape seeds or whatever the case is. Let's take the rope, put it back this way, like so, and then we'll just get these grape seeds going, man, for later. This would be cool. What's going on here? What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Did I have to do the same thing for this? No, doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Seems kind of sketchy. Okay, it seems kind of like that's the most it'll grow. So maybe it only grows out like 2 blocks. But I gotta say, man, that is like just wicked looking. That is so cool. Let's actually go video settings fast. We'll go to fancy for this. Hopefully my frames don't die too much. It seems like we're doing okay. But yeah, dude, that is really cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's try out the hop seed things. Now, are these going to be kind of like the same way? Except these ones grow vertical, I think, right? So if we do, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be tall enough? Let's go up 1 more. Like that. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. I don't think we're going to need much more room than that, to be honest. Okay, so now we take our rope, do across the top like this. Oh, we do that one like that. Alright, now if we take our rope and do this, we can... Uh-oh. Why you do that? That's not exactly what I want here. Let's do that one there. And then one of those is going to connect with the other one. Okay, so that's not what we want. Let's do like this, and I believe we have to run this one all the way down to the ground, right? Now let's take our hop seed and we come up here. We put it... No. Do we still have to till the soil underneath? I think we probably do. Let's come all the way down. Like so. Okay, and it seems like it hangs like halfway above the soil here. So I guess maybe that would make sense. Now can we... No. We till the ground there. Till the ground there. Hop seed. Rope now. And then hop seed on this. Oh, now it works. Okay, cool. Let's go grab some bone meal real quick. Bone meal. This is probably taking forever, man. I really want to try to get into some of the other stuff too. Let's just get this going and then we'll take a look at something else real quick too. Okay, so now we grow this. Oh, okay, and this one grows all the way up to the top. Ooh, and it produces something. I would assume hops. Oops. Oops. No, okay. Yeah. Dude, that is pretty gnarly. Let's do the same thing on this one. Get this guy growing. So if we keep bone meal in the bottom one, it just gives us hops. Okay, so we do the top one and get it to grow. Now if we take some more rope here in the center, is it gonna grow on these, I wonder? Can we have like a wall of hops? Bone meal. Oh, no, 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 not bone meal. Not what I meant. Oh, goodness. Hoe. And then rope. And then hop seeds. Like so. Okay, I guess we can. We can get these guys to grow up like that. That is pretty radical, man. This mod just looks so cool. So we got our grapes and hops, and I guess the grapes only go out, they're like a 5 wide thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless these are going to grow more. I don't think they are, though. Doesn't seem like it. And they have to be just one high, so we can actually have multiple rows of them like this. That is pretty sweet. Alright, so I'm going to go see what else this mod has to offer. I think we can check out like rice. We already did the apples. Oh, real quick, let's go check our apple cider stuff. See what happened with that. Is it down? Are we down for that? Yeah, right here. We're gonna check out the rice, and then I think oh man, this takes a long time. A really long time, man. That is pretty cool. Okay, so let me figure out what I'm doing here, and I'll be right back, since this episode is probably gonna be a long one. Alright, so I got things moved around, kind of resituated here a little bit, because I wanted to do a couple of experiments. So with the grapevines, I wanted to see if they would actually spread on their own, or if it's something that we have to bone meal. I would assume that they would, so this one I bone mealed to get out to the full 5 blocks of grapevine, and this one I just left alone. I grew it up into this point, and I wanted to see if it'll spread on its own. So we'll find that out, and then I also wanted to find out with these, which this one is growing much faster than this one for some reason, but I wanted to find out if these are just going to grow straight up and how high they will grow, and if they have a chance of growing outwards too. So I left the center one here blank, or with no seed underneath, so I want to see if it'll grow up and spread out. So I'm just going to let those do its thing, and now we're going to take a look at the Growthcraft rice. Now this stuff is kind of tricky. You can see over here I was playing around with it a little bit, and I couldn't really understand like how this worked. From everything that I'd seen, it had always been a hoe. And where did that thing go? Where did my hoe go? Oh, there it is. But yeah, so it used to always be that you would have to till the ground, from what I've seen anyway. You'd till the ground, and then you would till it again a second time, and I couldn't figure it out. It wasn't working with the iron hoe, so I went and made a diamond hoe. And still, that doesn't work. But checking it out, I guess it finally got updated to where you actually need a shovel. And you right click on it with a shovel, and that updates it to a rice paddy. Which is actually pretty gnarly, man. Just look how cool this looks. And for some reason, the water won't spread to that one. I wonder why that is. That seems weird to me. And if we take some water, I think if we put water on top of this, it'll work. And I also thought maybe it had to be surrounded by water to work with the hoe, but that didn't work either. So I kind of had to do some research here. So if we take this water, oh, it took the water. Okay. So yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, wasn't expecting that one. So now we should be able to plant this rice in the rice paddy, which is actually, man, this is really cool. Like, this is actually how rice is grown too, in like rice paddy, like water fields like this. That is pretty awesome. So let's go grab some more bone meal and see what happens with this. Bone meal. We'll just grab 1 stack. That should be good. I don't want to waste too much time. Just growing things. If we do that, oh, it does a 3x3 area. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it's 1, 2. Is that fully grown? Okay, that must be fully grown. Dude, that is so cool, man. I love this mod. It just looks so good. Okay, and that's just giving us this rice stalk back, too. And now, I'm wondering, with this rice, do we put this, does this go in here? Oh, it can go in there. Okay, so let's go grab some more levers. I think we can make ale, which is made out of wheat. We can make sake, which is made out of rice, and then I think we can make apple cider and wine out of grapes and the hops and everything else. So, yeah. What do we need? We need a lever. Let's just grab all of those. Right on. Alright, so I want to see if this is gonna, is this what gives us sake on there? No, it's gotta be down below, right? We put that there. And it's not doing anything. Okay, so we can stick those in there, right? That's gonna give us grape wine. Okay, so what's the deal with the rice? What does this do, I wonder? I really need to make a wireless terminal. I think I have one somewhere, but yeah. Barrel. We do that, and this guy. Let's just make a couple of these. We'll make like 10. Not that we need 10, but at least that way we'll have them. So I'm wondering if the rice goes straight into the barrel, just for it to ferment. We'll see what happens, I guess. So, hey, that actually worked out kind of perfect. There we go. So let's try this. We'll just stick our rice in there. Nothing happens. So if we look up sake, how does this work? Fluid transposer. It does not say. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I had to do a little bit more research on the rice side of things, but it seems as though the grape wine works. Can we... I set this farm up kind of in a bad spot. I can't really get to it all. We take all these. Oh, dude, those were growing fast. Let's stick those back in there. And then... Oh, we gotta turn it back on. Right. Okay. Is this gonna be enough to fill it up? Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Just enough. Okay, so we take this. We actually need, what, 3 of these in order to fill a whole barrel, right? So, if we take that, we put that in there. Grape wine. Oh, and then we need nether wart, right? Oh, this is kind of cool, man. We're making our own alcohol. Our own booze. Nether wart. Alright, let's take this. We'll throw this back over here. Oh, I don't think we need that many. Let's just put like a couple in there for right now. Now, is the rice doing anything? It's not. Uses? We can make sushi. That's pretty cool. Chicken curry, trail mix. Rice and trail mix? That seems kind of weird. Yeah, but I'm not seeing a recipe on how to do sake. Interesting. I would have figured it would have been the same way. Can we do anything with this? Do like a pattern with it or something? What is that? Rice from Pam's Harvest Craft. That's rice from Pam's Harvest Craft. What am I doing here? Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much going to do it. Let's go check on our apple ciders real quick. This should be done by now, I would think. We'll see what happens. Fermented. Now, if we add glowstone... Oh, glowstone's doing something. Now... Do we just need a normal glass bottle? I want to see if we can take some of this and see what happens. Apple cider. Fermented, 60% chance of tipsy. An absorption for a minute 30. Oh. Dude. Tipsy for 56 seconds. What does tipsy do? I thought for sure it was going to give me like a nausea effect, but it did not. If we keep drinking, is it going to make us sick? Let's see. Let's put all these bottles away. Let's just go ahead and clear our inventory here. We've got a bunch of crap that we don't need on us. Like that. Alright. Guess we drink until we get drunk, right? Oh, 5.5 minutes of tipsy. Yeah, not real sure. Like, I don't know. Maybe we're just getting lucky. We got a high tolerance for alcohol. Not sure. Actually, let's see how many that takes. Okay, so there's quite a bit available from one fermented barrel. I guess maybe it needs like a higher % chance or something for us to get drunk. Not sure how this works. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. Nausea. Okay, tipsy is something different than nausea. 10 minutes of tipsy. What is tipsy? Oh my goodness. Alright guys. Oh, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I'm not feeling too good. I think we drank too much. Anyways, hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we see you guys next time for another episode of Hypermine MODSAUCE. I'm going to try to do some other cool stuff with Growthcraft. Try to make something that I think that just looks pretty. So we'll find out. I don't know. It's kind of hard to... Don't trust my judgment. I drank too much. Ugh. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace. Blech. I guess I should mention too that now that I have this nausea, it's gonna last for 8.5 minutes, and it disables the ability to drink milk to get rid of any effects. I think I really am gonna be sick.